Someone brought a camera into work recently. He was likely a homeless man who found it lying around and figured he could get a pretty penny for it. For being 10 years old, it was in decent shape, so we agreed I'd pay $30 for it while taking it apart. I realized the SD card had never been removed. It didn't seem out of the ordinary, but it was enough to spark my curiosity. You see, I'd like to believe that I am the type of guy to keep my head down and stay out of people's personal lives. But business has been slow recently. I have to keep my mind occupied somehow, don't I? One night, I plugged it into my laptop and was quite taken aback by what I had found. Hundreds, if not thousands, of videos were on this thing. Not just any videos. They were vlogs, like a diary. Someone had kept up to date for the past 6 years. I clicked on the first clip, like anyone would, and quickly found out that this camera belonged to a young woman. She didn't look any older than 19. She had blonde curly hair, bright green eyes, and a smile that radiated innocence and kindness. She had a factor that made her addictive through the screen. It wasn't just her face or her voice. There was something else that made it nearly impossible for me to look away. For the next 3 weeks, I would watch her recordings daily. It was like a TV show that kept you wanting more at the end of every episode. Every evening I'd close the shop, crack open a beer, and watch for hours while she talked about her life in medical school, this guy she found cute, and her hobbies as a painter. I felt guilty, though. I wouldn't get home until almost 11 o'clock. By that time, my wife had already gone to bed. One night she prepared a nice meal with candles and everything. But by the time I was home, everything was cold and the candles had burnt out. It was our 10-year anniversary. Oh well. As I kept watching, things became odd. What started off as innocent vlogs turned into footage of yelling and screaming. It was like she was arguing with somebody, except nobody was in the room with her. In one video she just sat in her dorm filming herself crying for over an hour, followed by footage of her laughing like nothing had happened. Her smile seemed a bit different. Maybe a bit wider than usual. I couldn't put my finger on it. I no longer felt the warmth and innocence I felt before. It almost seemed forced or performed. But performed for who? It was just her, alone in her room. But what if it wasn't? What if she wasn't alone?